Hello, I'm Ellen Codiff, Editor-in-Chief of Food Channel Pro. We're continuing our video series, Leaders with Guts, with Craig Culver. Can you talk a little bit about how this last 3 years in the Great Recession that we're calling it has affected your business and what steps you took during this period?
Yeah, we, 2008, we were at our convention in 2008, and of course everything was predicted ahead. Everybody knew that the doom and gloom was coming, and we said in February of 2008 we're not going to participate in this thing, and we didn't think we were. We thought we were going to skip by. Well, 2009, we entered into 2009. Through April, we're doing pretty good. All of a sudden, it's like something happened. May, June, and things started slipping the other direction. In October, we finally made the decision we've got to do something about this. We've got to get aggressive with it. And that's when we decided to bring in the 8 meals under $4. And as I mentioned once before, we did see a return on that investment, and that has helped us. And we've stuck with that yet as of today. And
where do you get your prognostications from? Is there any sources you go to regularly to find out what's going to happen with the economy in the near future?
Yes, I listen to, all of us, we listen to so many different people. I just got a report from Goldman Sachs just the other day. Nobody knows the answer, but from what I'm hearing right now, we've got another couple years of this. This could extend into 2013. I don't know. Nobody truly knows, but I guess we're all preparing for what lies ahead and take care of business as it is. And there are no excuses. We got to grow with what we've got, and that's what we've got to figure out.
What is your definition of the ideal financier for your franchisees? And are they? I know that you said that the seasoned veteran franchisees are not having as tough a time getting the financing as sort of the new franchisees.
Well, conventional financing is the route we've always gone with our individual franchisees, and today it's just not working very well. We're going to open, we thought 20 restaurants this year. We may not hit that. We've got our guys waiting out there for financing. They can't get in the ground because they can't get financing. We've even got some of our veteran operators, very good operators that make very good money, being told by banks that they're not going to renew their notes. And I don't know. How do you contend with that? I'm not sure. Something's got to break. It is the smaller banks that we have more luck with than the larger banks. The larger banks have just clammed up when it comes to the restaurant industry.
Some restaurant companies have turned to giving their franchisees financing them themselves. Is that anything you've ever considered?
I would almost have to become a public company in order for that to come, or else put a finance company together. And we have discussed that and working with a number of banks on actually becoming a little finance company. I don't want to become a bank, though. I mean, that's not what we do. We try and sell burgers and custard is what we try and do. So it's a bit complex, but we're looking for the answers in that area.
How has Culver's been affected by the healthy movement?
Well, it's a great question. Because of the Butterburger and frozen custard, people just think that there is nothing healthy at Culver's, but that is wrong. We have so many entrees that fit into so many of our guests' way of eating. We have many. The veggie burger finally made it at Culver's, by the way. I've resisted for so many years, but it finally made it. And of course, we've been in the salad business forever, and on and on and on. We've also looked at a fit menu. Fit menu meaning 8 entrees under 500 calories. And we've got it here in our Sauk City restaurant. Honestly, not that many people go for it, but I still think that's a direction we should be headed.
What have been some of the pitfalls of growing from a regional chain to a national chain? What growth spurts have been the toughest to get over? What hurdles?
The hardest growth spurt that we ever went through was way back when we opened 14 restaurants when we went from like 6 restaurants to 20 restaurants in 1 year. And I said, holy moly, this is too much. We actually shut franchising down. This is going back a number of years now, but we shut down franchising for a period of time just to catch up, to get the infrastructure in place. But, you know, the important thing is that we take our brand along with us. We talked about this a little bit earlier as well, and continue to grow like this, taking some of the risk out of it for our operators, so people know what Culver's is. I don't think of ourselves as a national company yet. We're just got into our 18th state in the Nashville area, so I don't think of us.
You're getting there.
Well, maybe someday. I don't know if I'll ever see it, to tell you the truth, but we continue to grow, and we'll try and master it along the way.
How has your average ticket price changed over the years?
Well, it's gotten a little larger, but not significantly larger. I think we're approaching $8 on the average transaction, and we've hung around that number for a long time. Interestingly, when we went to the 8 meals under $4, you know, that was a concern of ours. What's going to happen to the average ticket? Is it going to plummet? It actually did not plummet. It did not even drop, and that surprised all of us. And that was a good thing. That was a healthy thing for us.
What do you see as the next milestone for Culver's?
I don't really look at that. You know, 500 restaurants, sure, 1,000 restaurants. Yeah, those are milestones, but those are not that important to me. The milestones that I want are each and every one of our restaurants. You know, we're growing sales in each one of those. We've got happy franchisees. We've got happy team members. We've got happy guests in our restaurants. That's the milestone I want. And so, you know, that's what we got to do every single day. I don't have this thing sitting out here saying, oh boy, when we reach that. You know, it's not that important to me.
So you never think about exporting the brand across the borders?
As I've said so many times, we got to get to Cleveland first.
You need a T-shirt, right?
Yeah, something.
Do any of your children work in the company? What about other relatives?
My daughter, my youngest daughter, works in our marketing department this summer as a summer intern. She has worked at Culver's most of her life as well. She's actually working weekends at one of my franchisees' restaurants because we won't hire her in our family-owned restaurants because we'd have to pay her overtime. We're pretty cheap. But my other 2 girls as well, they are not working for Culver's at this time, but one is involved with a food business actually in Chicago. She's a food stylist, and she's a trained chef and an educated artist as well. And then my middle daughter wants to be a teacher, an art teacher. She just graduated from college as well. And I would invite them into the business at any time if that's what they truly wanted to do. They're great gals, they are.
We've been talking with Craig Culver of Culver's, home of the Butterburger and frozen custard. Check out the next part of the series as we explore what it takes to be a leader with guts. For Food Channel Pro, I'm Ellen Codiff.